Hey, what's up everyone, Danny here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to ship this gaming computer. I've done shipping videos in the past. The first one that I did was where I shipped my friend basically all the parts to a computer except for the case, and that was to save on costs. The case is what makes the shipping really expensive because it makes the box a lot bigger. Weight isn't too much of an issue, so if you can get all your parts individually wrapped and stuffed in a box, you can ship that for a lot cheaper and then just have wherever you're shipping it to get the case there and reassemble it. I did another video where I actually did ship a full PC, but it was a Dell Optiplex, and those are a lot smaller, and the graphics card I had in that one was only like a GTX 660, so it wasn't too big and I wasn't worried about, you know, in transit it flopping around everywhere. But this one has a pretty big and heavy graphics card and it has tempered glass, so we gotta be a little bit more delicate here and methodical about it. But yeah, we'll show you how I'm gonna get this ready for shipping. Alright, so the first tip, always keep the original box. This is the H510 and this is the original box it came in. I want to double box it because this came with not the best quality foam. So by double boxing it, I'll have another layer, like a protective membrane around it. I need another bigger box, and this is pretty big to begin with since it's a mid-tower. So I need to go downstairs and see what we have for packing material. So we need to find a second box, and then I need to grab all the bubble wrap and stuff that I have. Taking this with us so that we have a size for reference. So I need to find a box that this is gonna fit into. And I wanna keep it as small as possible because again, the shipping price is gonna be pretty heavily determined by the dimensions. And the weight's not gonna change that much when you add in some bubble wrap in another box. But keeping the dimensions down is key. A bunch of bubble wrap I'm gonna be using. This is just stuff that I save over time from all the other stuff that we get from Amazon and just any other shipments. I never throw it away because I know I'm going to need it eventually. So we've got a couple of choices here for boxes. There's this huge Staples chair box, but this thing is big. Like, I don't want to have to take this to get it shipped. I think it's going to cost a lot, and that's just kind of overkill for the cushion. So this Lian Li case actually, it's kind of close. Let's see what this has. Here's also some good shipping material. If you can't get bubble wrap, this stuff in newspaper works really well too, and it's cheap. We'll see how this one fits inside here. They're like the same size. There's like a little bit room up here, but if the boxes are too close to each other, it might as well just be one box. If it doesn't work with this, then we have to go with the huge Staples chair box. But this is the Master Case 5 box. So it's definitely tall enough. Let's just hope that it is wide. Yeah, there's about 1.5 inches on both sides, top and bottom here. And then from side to side, if it was centered, you got about 1 inch. And then when it's all the way down here, there's plenty of depth. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm also gonna grab as much bubble wrap as I can. We're also gonna use all this stuff too. I think this will be useful. Not everyone's gonna have a bunch of bubble wrap laying around or even this stuff, but you know, you can go out and buy the cheapest newspaper at the grocery store, buy like a couple of bundles of those. It shouldn't be more than a few dollars. That would be how to save money if you don't have stuff on hand because you're not a hoarder like me. Now we make our way back upstairs with this box. We got the boxes. Now we have to get this prepped before it goes into the boxes. So I'm gonna lay this down real quick and we're gonna take a look at the insides. The only thing I'm worried about dislodging or coming undone is the graphics card really. Processor only has this stock cooler on it, so it's not that heavy and it's pretty close in. It doesn't like hang out far from the motherboard for it to be able to rotate and like rip out. Fans are fine. Power supply, which is in the basement here, is fine, not too worried about that. Hard drive is in place. Those are actually individually screwed in and it's not like any quick release system, so the hard drives down here is fine. So Really, the only thing I'm worried about is this graphics card, because you can even see right here, if I wiggle it a bit, if it got dropped hard enough, because this thing is pretty heavy, it could either bend or even rip out of the slot. So we have to protect this before putting it inside the box. One really good way of doing that, there's this cool stuff out called Instapack, where basically it's like these chemical packs that have expanding foam in them. So once you activate it, it will fill up the space accordingly. If I were to put it in here, it would expand around the graphics card and then it would hold it in place. The only thing is, I'm not sure where to get that except for online, and they're still pretty expensive online as well. And I need it kind of like now and not a week or two from now, depending on how long it would take to order for them. So I need to figure out a solution with what I have.
A few moments later.
So I've come up with a solution, and it has to do with these. This actually came with the computer chair that when I bought it. It's basically these foam pieces that are semicircles, or I guess like circles with a slit in them. And you can wrap it around things, and it came wrapped around the edges of the chair actually. The main thing that I'm trying to do here is to keep this graphics card in place. If we can put enough force pushing down on the graphics card, it'll wedge it in place. We're gonna use these pieces to fill in the space between the graphics card and the glass. And this stuff, when it's up against the glass, especially if it's a little bit compressed, it's not gonna slide around. So it's gonna keep it not only in place in the motherboard, but it should keep it from wiggling back and forth like this. So what we're gonna do here is just wrap this around the graphics card and get enough of it so that it kind of sticks up above the edge, so that when the glass is pushed down on it, it has to compress it a bit. That way it'll hold it into place. So I don't know how many pieces that's gonna be. This is 2. Let me see if this does it. Nah, this closes too easily. So I want there to be some resistance on the glass pushing back. So I'm gonna put a 3rd one. So now I think if I put this glass on, okay, here we go. I wonder if I could even fit more bubble wrap. So put this in like this, push down. There we go, okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be going anywhere. There's quite a bit forcing the card now down into the motherboard. Not enough to like break it, but it's enough so that the card shouldn't be able to shift up and down. So I think we're good here. This is all we need to do. Again, it's only the graphics card, the RAM, motherboard, cooler, power supply, hard drive, everything else should be fine. Now what I'm gonna do is put this back into the bag that it came in, then put it back in the box, put the box in the box, and we'll be done. Box number 1 done. Now let's get the second one, which I'll do on the ground so I can get a better angle. The first thing I'm going to do is line the bottom with a layer of bubble wrap. Actually, this is a pretty deep box, so I'm going to go with 2 layers. 2 layers of this stuff right here, as centered as I can. Now I'm going to fill all the sides. I'm actually gonna make use of the brown paper on the 2 sides. All right. Now just to finish off the top layer. Ooh, almost forgot something. Almost did not include this, which would have sucked to get this and not be able to at least turn it on right when you get it. But yeah, power supply cord. That shouldn't go anywhere. Now this box, I would be much more comfortable shipping. I would be comfortable tossing it like that.
Slow motion for me, moving slow motion for me.
I gotta get this shipped out, but I think, yeah, it's 5 p.m. on a weekend. So they're closed right now. See you tomorrow when I ship it off.
Tomorrow.
It's the next day. I'm on my lunch break now from work. This is Melissa doing work right there. Hopefully this gets shipped out today so it reaches him on Friday. Alright, we're here.
Hello. Shipping right this way here.
Hello.
Are you gonna ship all that?
Yeah, this big box right here.
You wanna put it up on the scale? What are you shipping in there?
It's a fully built computer.
Okay. What's the value on it?
$1,400.
Okay. So I just have to double box that. It's a retail box, so we have to put it in a shipping box.
Oh, okay.
But I'll check the price for you.
Alright.
Okay, so the cheapest option is gonna be $130.22.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Okay. And that has every insurance and signature delivery and everything?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know when it would get there?
It's gonna get there by Friday.
Perfect.
So I need driver's license or ID, please.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and swipe your card, please. All right, so there you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
I can help you, ma'am.
So they charged me an extra $17 for a double wall box. Good to know for future. But yeah, so the base price was $111 and then another basically 17 for them to put it in another box. So I guess it'll be triple boxed now. Here's the breakdown of the pricing right here. That's pretty much it though. Time to go home and go back to work. So there you have it. One gaming PC with tempered glass and a big fatty graphics card, fully assembled, packed, shipped, and ready to go. I don't know if having a FedEx business account, if it would have driven the price down anymore, but I don't know if it's worth me getting that because I don't ship full computers or I don't ship out much at all. If I sell, I usually try to sell local just because shipping eats up so much of the cost. Thank you guys as always for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel and I will see you down in the comments as well as in the next video. Bye.